This podcast contains discussions about sensitive topics, including mental health, alcohol and substance use, as well as suicide. It may also include strong language. The viewpoints expressed by guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the hosts. Listener discretion is advised. If you or someone you know needs support, please reach out to a trusted professional or a helpline.
Twist the throttle, let it burn. Every mile's a lesson learned. Lean it hard, don't let it slide. Life's a ride we cannot hide.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, watchers, to another episode of Twist the Throttle. This week we've got Stacey Sellars, yeah?
Yes, correct. It's like, I'm going to screw this up.
I've been sitting there trying to Sellars.
So, we met you down at the Geelong Mental Health Day run by the Complete Mental Health Geelong guys, with Troy.
Yes.
You're a holistic trauma and addiction coach. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
Cool. We're going to tell a bit of your story, then we'll get into a bit about what you do, just how you got into this type of work and a bit about your life and see how we go with that. Sound like fun?
Sounds good. I'm here, I'm ready.
All right. So for people who are listening and who don't know who you are yet, what does life look like for you these days? What are you doing
Oh,
day to day?
well, I call myself a bitzer
Yeah.
because jack of all trades.
Yep.
I work at a trauma and addiction facility in Melbourne
Yep.
a couple of days a week. And I have an online coaching business in
Yep.
the same field. And I have a cleaning business. I'm also a hairdresser, which,
Yeah, wow.
so, I do a lot.
Everything.
And I've always
I suppose
been that way.
it beats boredom, doesn't it?
Yeah, I if like the worst thing you could do to me is give me one job 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That makes me want to slip my wrist.
I get that. For
Pretending.
Sure.
Like, not genuinely.
So when people first meet you, what's the biggest assumption they tend to make?
I guess it depends like what field I'm in, but if I'm working in my addiction and trauma role, most people assume that I am not an addict.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're just someone who's read a book somewhere.
Pretty much. I
Yeah.
get accused online all the time of having a university degree.
What would you know?
What would you know about lived experience? Because a lot of people relate to that lived experience, don't they?
I think most really good mental health people get into it because they're trying to sort themselves out.
100%.
Yeah.
But, people have this preconceived idea that if you're an addict, you've got missing teeth and you're covered in tats. And that's just not true. Like, addiction doesn't discriminate.
Takes many forms,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
What do you wish more people better understood about you?
I'm at the point where I don't really care.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. It's the most freeing point in life,
Yeah.
I reckon, when you realise that, you know what, I'm not that big deal for everyone else.
And
Yeah.
what doesn't matter what they
Yeah.
care about. It's what I care about myself. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
best saying I heard was, your opinion of me is none of my business.
That's the one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one. And it's taken a long time to get here. A lot of
Oh,
healing
yeah.
work over the years.
Yeah.
But I just don't give a shit.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
I think we touched on that when we were in Geelong too. You said, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's good. My answer has
Consistency. We like that.
So what part of your story do people usually skip past too quickly?
Oh, it depends on who I'm talking to. If it's someone outside of the addiction arena, they can feel a little bit uncomfortable talking about it. If I'm honest, people want to avoid the SA conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was SA'd as a child,
Yeah.
and that makes a lot of people feel very uncomfortable.
It does for
I
me.
think it's.
I do.
Yeah. I think it's more people don't know how to deal with, like, how to, like, do I say sorry? Do I,
Yeah.
do I feel sorry for you? Because, like,
Yeah.
that upsets a lot of people when you do.
Yeah.
when you
I have a
do-
lot of
Yeah.
rage. Like, how could somebody
Yeah.
do that to
Yeah.
somebody? I
Yeah.
just don't understand it. And I think that's
Yeah.
probably where people either at one of those two ends. So they're either
Yeah.
Yeah. We tried to get into the backer and realised it was more study and more time than actually helping like we wanted to, which wasn't a bad thing. It's a great organisation, great people.
Do you know
doing it.
about Backer?
Yeah.
No.
Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it's basically it's a lot bigger deal in the States where they go to the court and give those kids the backing that they're not alone sort of thing. But in Australia, you're not allowed to go into the court. So you're sort of standing out the front, and it's a bit more.
Yeah, the support network.
There's support. It's a support for the kid.
Yeah.
But the idea is to try and get them to not need you by the end of it. That's the whole point. So, yeah, it's a good organisation. But yeah, it's again
Very time consuming.
What labels feel inappropriate or misleading that people might put on you?
I can't say I can
Think of anything?
think of anything. Again, it comes back to they can label
Whatever
me
they
whatever they like. I don't really give a shit.
I don't fucking Makes life so much better.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go into some early childhood stuff. So, you got that?
Oh, yeah, I do. So where did you grow up and what kind of environment shaped your early years?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Geelong.
Yep.
And I guess you could say I had a twofold upbringing. Like on one side, it was very loving, very nurturing. You know, my parents were just hardworking, middle-class people, both very, loving and caring. But at the same time, when my dad drank, he became a different person.
Yeah.
He had his own childhood demons. And, you know, at times he would become violent. He was always very aggressive. And in those times, sometimes we would have to flee the house. I remember as a child asking for a lock on my door, and that was just so I could sort of
Somewhere
Feel-
to
feel
escape.
safe.
feel
Yeah.
safe,
Yeah.
somewhere I felt like I could run to. I'd still have to lean against the door so that it wasn't kicked down. And, you know, so it was sort of like
Volatile.
volatile, conflicting. My dad's family is based in Adelaide. When they came over, you know, my dad and his twin brother always got really drunk.
Yeah.
There'd be punch-ons in the house, things getting thrown across the room. So, yeah, it was from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I had the best and the worst at the same
Yeah.
time.
That's tormenting because you get the loving side of them and then you get the drunk
Yeah.
side of them. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, look, sort of now...
I don't like you when you're drunk, but you can't. You're young. You can't talk to them.
Look, it's hard, but I think now as an adult, like, I'm glad in a way because, like, if my dad was an asshole even when he was sober,
Yeah. It would be easier.
it's like, but how could you reconcile that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, at least he's passed away now, but I did have a loving dad
Yeah.
who cared about me so much and taught me a lot of amazing things. Like, he really helped me to be a strong person, always stand up for the underdog.
Yeah.
It sort of sounds like a contradiction, but he was always helping people, always taking people under his wing. He had a very kind, loving heart.
Yep.
So, of course, I spent many years being angry at him, hating him, but
Yep.
after doing the work, I do forgive him. I don't forgive his actions, but I forgive him. I'm just really pleased that he was a good man when he didn't drink.
Yeah.
Were you able to forgive him before he passed away, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He really learned the error of his ways. He had cancer for 15 years, and he was very remorseful
Yep.
for his actions in the latter stages of life, which I'm pleased because it gives me peace.
Yeah.
It gives mums peace.
Yeah.
And I was able to forgive him
Yeah. That's great.
and have good years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was younger Stacey like? Was she a academic person?
Oh, fuck no. Stacey was and still is the biggest rebel. Don't ever tell me what to do because I'll do the opposite.
Love it.
School was hard for me, primary school and high school. I was a very shy, introverted kid and I was always different. So I didn't fit in. Was always a leader, which, you know, you can cop a bit of ridicule for being different.
Yeah.
High school, yeah, I hated it. Like, I was the kid that was like, excuse me, miss, why do I have to learn this?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not good enough for me. That's a waste of my time. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, and I would pack up my books and walk out of class. So I wagged in year 9 more than 60 days, I think.
Yep,
And
yep.
I got asked to leave towards the end of the year. And that was the happiest day of my life.
Yeah.
And I always say that my learning started the very next day.
Yeah.
What did mum and dad say when you got kicked out of school?
Oh, look, they were expecting it. And they'd already said to me, they'd laid down the law. You can,
You
know,
leave, you got to get a job.
Yeah,
all
you
that
either
sort
get
of
a
stuff.
job, you got to get an apprenticeship, da-da-da. But
Yeah.
if you think you're going to sit on the ass and be on the dole.
So, what'd you end up doing?
Well, I had already been offered, so I went to stay with my cousin in Melbourne when I was 15 in year 9, and I was offered a hairdressing apprenticeship. So I moved to Melbourne when I was 15,
Yeah, well,
moved in with my older cousin. He was 12 years older. So I was like living as an adult.
Nice. So, did you feel like you had to grow up early?
I think I was already way older for my age. So I always had older friends, always hung out with
Right.
naughty crowd, the cool kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, you know, adult life started young. Yep.
So, what felt normal back then that you realised wasn't later on?
Well, I guess, yeah, going to nightclubs at 15 and
Yeah.
living as an adult and probably doing, doing drugs, doing way too many things that 15-year-olds.
Yeah, your brain's got quite developed enough
Yeah.
to actually do yet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was my life. And,
So how did the hair apprenticeship go? Did it go right?
well, at the time, I didn't actually
Still a
finish
hairdresser,
it.
so something's going on.
I didn't finish it at
Right,
the
yeah.
time. So I was sort of crazy and like I was bored with it and I did some odd jobs. And I actually came back in my mid to late 20s and had to redo my
Yeah,
apprenticeship
The whole
again.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
No carryover credit or
No,
anything.
no.
But you had a passion for it?
I wouldn't say passion for it. I was just always naturally good at it.
Oh, okay. Hidden
And-
talent sort of thing.
Yeah, it was just, I'm creative.
Yeah.
And so it was, I guess I just wanted to revisit it and finish it.
So you've spoken publicly about losing your dad. How did that loss change you?
Oh, so much because it was sort of a journey. He was sick for
For so
15
long,
years.
yeah.
And I guess you could say that's when I sort of started going off the rails, when he got sick. But it's taught me so much. It was really an honour and a privilege to watch him through that illness.
Yeah.
Oh, you helped him. You were caring for him at home.
Yeah, towards the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, and it just teaches you to appreciate more in life. I was working in the funeral industry too when he passed. And so, I got to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
I prepared him in the mortuary and all of that sort of stuff. So it all played a part in my healing journey.
So how did you carry grief at that time?
I've always been very good at dissociating
Yeah.
from my emotions. I do have dissociation disorder. My grief for my dad didn't hit me until 2 years later.
Yeah.
Because my mum fell apart, so I had to be the strong one. And I just went into work mode.
Yeah.
I don't think I even really shed a tear. I was just like, right, I've got a job to do.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, it caught up and I fell into depression and it all came crashing down.
So the cancer was the one that was quite a bad one.
So an aggressive form of throat cancer.
Oh, yeah.
And he initially was given 6 months to live.
Mm.
My parents got into like the natural
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what my dad had, pancreatic cancer.
Yep.
And he got onto the Datura, I think it
Oh,
is.
doTERA. Yep.
Yeah, and Mum's been giving him
Yep.
handfuls of bloody tablets every day.
Yeah.
And he's still kicking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well,
And I think his count's gone pretty much, I think.
yeah. And
Crazy.
it's amazing. And Dad got onto the apricot kernels and,
Mm.
just a whole lifestyle change. We turned to organic food and like the whole house.
Added
is-
6 months to 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
That's sort of helped, in a way, help shape my later life, sort of working as a holistic.
So with Mum falling apart, you felt the pressure to keep functioning and holding everything together for everyone else?
Oh, yeah.
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 So
yeah.
it became the strength of the family sort of thing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did that pressure land emotionally and physically?
Well, emotionally, 2 years later, I
you
did
fell
get
apart,
depression. And at the same time, I was diagnosed with a rare type of skin cancer that required 2 surgeries. They had to cut out
Section.
Jeez.
probably 2-3 tennis balls out of my
Jesus.
back down
Yeah,
to the
right.
bone. So it was quite a decent.
So it was melanoma or was it
No.
a different type?
Different.
Oh, the name is
Too many letters.
the
Too many
alphabet,
letters,
right? But it's a very rare type. I think only 1 in a million people per year get it.
And it's not caused by scum?
No,
Oh, so-
the
sun.
sun. No, the sun is medicine.
Yeah.
No, they're not quite sure what causes
Yeah,
it.
right.
But
Just lucky you.
Yeah,
one,
lucky me.
one in a million.
so, that kind of tipped me over the edge. I guess
Yeah.
because Dad had just died 2 years
Anyone
prior.
throwing the word cancer around,
Yeah.
that's what you instantly go to.
very,
Yeah.
I kind of fell apart, and that's when I had to deal with my grief.
What emotion didn't you feel safe expressing back then?
I think I was just fucking sad, like devastated, gutted.
Yeah.
I was a daddy's little girl, and we were really close. Aside from when he was violent, we were a really close-knit little family.
Yeah.
So I think my mum's I love my mum to bits, and she's come a long way, but she grew up like you're not allowed to have emotions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's quite emotionless.
Yeah.
I'm a very emotional person like my dad. So I've always felt like Dad just got me. And if I needed that emotional nurturing, it was Dad that gave it to me.
Yeah.
I never got it from Mum. So
Yeah.
that was probably the biggest loss, feeling alone.
From your current perspective of what you do now, you can see things in Mum why that is.
Oh, yeah, it's 100% her upbringing.
Yeah.
I mean, her mum was very cold, stoic
Yeah.
lady. You know, she would get belted for having emotions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I totally get it. And she has done the work to try and be more of an emotional support. So
Yeah, that's great.
we've found middle ground. Yeah, yeah.
So early life, during a period of life, you explored a bit of creative work like acting. Is that part of your story you're comfortable talking about? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At what stage of your life were you when you started that type of life?
Well, I think it was modelling first.
Yeah.
I begged my mum to do modelling when I was 5, I think, and she wouldn't let me until I was about 7. And then I joined a modelling school, and I'm still in contact with my teacher.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
she was at the men's mental health
No,
day.
that's crazy.
And then just sort of got into acting, did a lot of fashion parades and photo shoots, a few little acting gigs. I think I was an extra on Neighbours.
Cool.
But, you know, nothing big.
No big headline act.
Nothing we can search online and
Yeah,
find. No.
nah.
Oh, it's actually funny because trying to do some research on you, I found this thing. It was like Stacey Sellars was like the director of this movie, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know she did directing. And I'm going deeper and deeper into it. I'm like, this is some Canadian chick. I've just spent 20 minutes chasing up somebody else's career.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
for
so funny.
fuck's sake. What did the creative outlet give you emotionally?
Well, I think it was that I could pretend to be someone else.
Yeah, you could
You
put
know.
everything in a box.
Yep. And
Yeah.
also because I was such a shy, introverted kid, and I still am by nature, right? It's only that my mum forced me to pretend to have some confidence.
Yeah,
But something clicked when I was on stage. It was like no matter how insecure I felt, as soon as I got on stage, bang.
yeah. The
Like,
performance mindset
yeah.
kicked in. Yeah,
Yep. And
that's
I
pretty
loved
cool.
that. It
Yeah.
was freeing.
I'm-
Yeah.
I'm the same. I hate talking in a crowd, but I'm a teacher. I stand up in front of people and
Yeah.
talk all day. Like,
Yeah.
get around my club, I can talk to everybody. Like it's
Yeah, you don't
a
come
weird,
across as
weird,
being,
weird
I
kind of
don't
guy.
want to talk to people.
Yeah, it's a weird little thing in my
We
brain.
just do a
anyway.
podcast together.
Yeah, there's no one here.
Hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did stepping into those roles feel safer than being yourself fully?
Yeah, I think it was never safe for me to be myself until like the last few years.
Yeah,
Really.
well, you've worked out,
Yeah.
done a lot of work to get to where you are, though.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So what were you hoping that was going to lead to back in the...
Yeah, I think I've got really expensive taste. I think
Yeah.
I wanted the big lavish lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some people are happy to be Mrs. Suburbia. That was never me.
Never going to be you.
I was always like, I want, you know, I want-
Louis Vuitton.
I want
Mrs. Suburbia with the Lambo.
yeah, that's it. And I am a car girl, you know, so like my dream car's only like 450K, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Buy two. Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, no, I always liked nice things and I just wanted an interesting life. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've said publicly that addiction isn't the root issue, but a response. When you look back, what do you see now that was layered underneath it for you?
Definitely the childhood essay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I would say that was the crux of the matter. Also, a lot of rejection. Like, I've got half siblings and I was never accepted by them. I experienced a lot of bullying in primary school and high school, a string of bad romantic relationships. I would
Yeah.
say it all played its part. But if I had to name one root cause, it was the essay.
Yeah.
And did that happen quite young?
Between the ages of 3 and 5.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it was somebody that knew you in
A
the
relative.
family.
Yeah.
A relative, yeah.
Yeah.
A female relative, which I do like to mention because
Yeah.
everyone just automatically
Think it's
assumes
male.
Yeah.
that their kids are safe around women. And I think it's really important that you just assume that your kids aren't safe with anyone.
Yeah.
And then what age were you when you decided to actually tell somebody about it?
37.
Oh, wow. So you carried that for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, because I had dissociative memories.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had one distorted memory, and I actually spent most of my life thinking it was my mum.
Right.
It wasn't until later, through a lot of healing, I did like a therapeutic mushroom ceremony, and that's when
I like mushrooms.
Therapeutic.
Oh,
therapy.
right.
therapeutic.
Friday night riding a dragon
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the lounge room. Yeah.
That is therapy.
Yeah.
True, true.
You know, it's therapy.
The microdosing.
And that sort of helped me get clarity and helped me regain some of my
Yeah.
dissociated memories.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I was like, all the healing I'd done, that was the one thing I was avoiding facing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like it is scary, but it's when everything changed. That's when I was finally free from my trauma and
Yeah.
the burden of it.
And you could start to heal.
Yeah, actual healing. Yeah.
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 That was like the final piece of the puzzle for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did our coping strategies start to shift into something more destructive before you done the healing? You were...
Yeah, well, drug addict. Because I had these older siblings, like they were pissheads. So I think I was 7 when they first got me drunk. Yeah, got into drinking quite young. I think I had dope at 13.
Yeah.
15, I got into speed.
The
Pills,
nightclub scene. at that
nightclub
age.
scene,
Yeah.
a lot of ecstasy. Yeah, by 18, I met this drug dealer who was a bikie, and I got addicted to speed really quick.
Yeah.
Yep, and
So
became a daily
daily user, yeah.
Yep.
He took advantage of that situation, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, that was his goal as a drug dealer, was
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
people addicted.
Yeah.
He was quite a sadistic man. He got off on breaking people mentally and all that sort of stuff. And, then it just naturally evolved into ice because speed wasn't around.
Yeah.
Then at one stage I was addicted to cocaine because I thought, I can have cocaine. I don't
Yeah,
like
that-
cocaine. I won't get addicted to it.
Yeah.
And then next minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, did a lot of ketamine, G. Yeah.
The recipe book.
Yeah. Once you sort of crack open the door, they all come flooding through.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I just had 2 rules.
Do you want to try this?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I just had 2 rules. Don't ever do needles.
Yeah.
Don't ever do heroin.
Yeah.
Partly because I had an older sister who used to inject speed and it was...
You watched that
Yeah.
go downhill pretty
yeah.
quick.
So
That was my introduction to speed. Was I was about 15 and drinking with mates,
Yep.
and someone walked up and jabbed it into my arm without my knowledge,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, "The fuck was that?"
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was young enough, and they were all older mates. Like we're down
Holy
at a
shit.
speedway for the weekend. I'm like, okay, let's not fucking do that again. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. But that whole weekend sort of tipped me over for
Yeah.
speed for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Such a young age too.
Yeah, well,
Your brain's not ready for that
I wasn't.
type of
I shouldn't have been drinking. Yeah, but it was just it got
Yeah.
downhill. So the 2 guys that were responsible for that have passed away. They died young because of drugs and
Yeah.
that life. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's,
yeah. It's not a good world to live in.
So you got into the bikie scene. What was that like?
Yeah, that was interesting. I think...
Yeah, he obviously looked after you in that scene. Kind of.
Wow.
I mean, look, all the guys in the club, they were great. I got along with them really well. Like, they always treated me with a lot
Yeah.
of respect, and I had no problems. It's probably him that's left a bad taste in my
Yeah.
mouth
Yeah.
because he was just such a bad human.
Yeah,
Not just to me, but to many people. He really was sick in the mind. He confessed his love to me, and when I said I wasn't interested in him, then it was like, right, I'm going to annihilate this bitch.
yeah, right.
And I'm going to break her mentally.
Wow,
And I saw him do that with other people. Like, his goal was to break people mentally.
unbelievable.
And I'm just really grateful that I'm a very strong person.
You got out of it, yeah.
I mean, because I was in psychosis, but at the same time, I was being gang stalked by him. He was smashing up my car, doing all sorts of stuff, playing a lot of mind games on me,
Constantly.
all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, no one believed me because everyone was like, oh,
Yeah.
you just on your face.
Nobody does
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked me up in the mind for a long time. Yeah.
It's I always say like the we running around in the social motorcycle scene and everyone kind of mistakes us for the 1% scene. I said, look, most of the 1% guys you meet are really good people. They've
Yeah.
just got a code they live by. I said,
Yeah.
but there's the 1% of that 1% that give them the reputation, and they do earn that reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some very not good people out there.
Yeah, and I mean, years later, he was bashed and kicked out of the club.
Yeah,
run out
for
of
that,
town.
yeah.
I was hoping they might have bumped him off, but
Yeah, not so much luck.
not so much luck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. From what I see, not that I really have much to do with clubs these days,
Yeah.
but my neighbour is friends with the same club.
Correct.
I don't know. They seem to be a lot softer these
Oh, hell
days
yeah,
compared
yeah,
to
yeah.
20 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
even through COVID, they wouldn't let my neighbour in with a fake vax passport. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you're scared of the fucking government. You need to be outlawed biking. Like, what are you on about?
Yeah. So, what point did you realise that type of behaviour wasn't going to fly much longer?
Hanging out with the...
No, just everything, the
everything,
drug
the
life.
drugs and
Oh,
everything.
well, I think that's where I'm lucky. My parents really fought hard for me.
Yeah.
I think the guilt and the shame from my parents really wore me down. But also, like, when I stopped hanging around this biker, you know, like I had drugs for free.
Yeah.
And then it was
All
like,
of a sudden, you've got to start paying for
oh,
it.
I've got to
When,
pay
when it's
for
not
it.
readily available.
It's like
yeah.
at the same time I started studying, I decided I wanted to help people. So I started studying psychology and I was doing it via correspondence. I think I had to hand in an assignment every 2 months. So I'd be like, right, I'm going to be good and I'll get my homework done. And then I'd go to Melbourne and like reward myself with a
whole weekend.
whole weekend
Yeah.
getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And I guess it was just a gradual thing for me where
Yeah.
each time got fewer and further in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I might have another relapse for 4 months where I'm on it again daily for 4 months. And then I'd get good again. And
Yeah.
it wasn't a one like aha moment, you know.
No turning point. Yeah.
No, it was very gradual.
So it kind of leads into the next question. What's something people misunderstand about addiction unless they've actually lived it?
I think people that are ignorant to it, they think it's a choice. And they think it's the substance that makes people addicted, which is like bullshit.
Yeah.
It's got a small element, but yeah, I mean, yes, it's our choice to pick up the drugs in the first place, but just like you, right? We're 15 years old. We're
Not
like,
exactly making life choices that are
yeah,
going to
right?
benefit us. Yeah.
We don't have the maturity to be making sound choices. We don't believe we're going to become drug addicts. Like I remember every weekend popping pills and going, now I know I'm not addicted. I can go out clubbing and not take it. It's just I don't want to.
Yeah, why would I want
Like,
to do that? Because it's more fun when I do.
Right? And so...
My thing is, I don't think a 15-year-old's going out looking for it. They're being given it by people. You know?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I did not go looking for it.
Yeah.
at all.
We always joke that the hardest thing about drugs is they are amazing. Like when,
Yeah.
when you take drugs the first time, you're like, holy
Oh my
shit,
God.
I feel like a god.
They
Like
are.
I feel so good. And then you're like, but that feeling goes away.
Yeah, then the
and then it's
consequences
like,
come.
and then it starts being like, okay, I need that now to feel normal.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, you feel like dog shit.
That's
like,
right.
And there's no in between. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard to explain that to people, and they're like, well, but why would you take it? And I'm like, have you ever taken it? And they're like, no. You're like,
Yeah.
if you took it, you'd love it.
You'd understand.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing, and that's what I say to people. It's really important that we acknowledge that. Like, if drugs weren't fun at
Yeah.
the beginning,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have kept going back,
You're
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're fucking amazing
Yeah.
in the beginning
In the beginning. Yeah.
until they stop having the euphoric effect
Yeah.
and, you know, all of the consequences that come
With that. Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely get that. We've talked about swapping one addiction for another. Did that show up in your own life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I teach this at the rehab, right? Like people who get off a substance just using willpower, which is a lot of people that go to NA or AA, and I'm not knocking them, right? But that's all they're doing. To me, that's not enough. It means you're just in the willpower phase.
Yeah.
And willpower will only take you so far. One of two things will happen. You'll either relapse or you'll swap one addiction for the other. You have to be doing the healing work. as well.
Alcohol, energy drinks.
Yeah. And I see it,
I'm
right?
100% there. Yeah.
Yeah, and we all do it. It takes a long time and a lot of healing.
I don't know what you're about.
I'm going to wait outside the AA clinic and wait for these sex addiction ones.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
funny. But you know, like the healing work so that you don't want to reach for a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that takes a long time.
Yeah.
So you are in the willpower phase for a good like 10 years of consistent healing. Mm-hmm. And so you're going to swap one addiction for the other. Make it a healthier one.
Yeah.
Become
Yeah.
addicted to the gym.
Yeah, people get
You know?
full gym addiction is
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah, like
Yeah,
the,
like-
the rush you get from a good work.
Haven't had that one yet.
It'll come.
That's funny.
So what kept you stuck longer than you'd like to admit?
Well, probably my refusal to look at my childhood trauma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not going, not digging, not getting to the source for it.
Yeah, because you think if you face it, it's going to make your life worse. You don't realise that it's actually going to set you free.
Yeah.
So, what was the hardest to let go of? Was it the substances, the behaviour, or identity?
Oh, yeah, the behaviour and the identity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that was who you were.
Yeah.
The party girl, the fun time.
Yeah, and it did become my identity. I didn't know how to have conversations without that.
Yeah,
Like the neg raving was next level.
yeah.
And I hear it now with people and I'm like, oh, God. Shut up.
Was that what I was like?
Yeah. Definitely.
What actually helped when things began to shift?
So again, for me, it was a gradual thing. You name it, I've tried it over the years, and I learnt pretty quickly that, traditional methods were not going to work for me. Rehab would not have worked for
No.
me. Like a guy in a white coat being very clinical would just not have worked. So I went on my own healing journey, and you name it, I've tried it, from breathwork to kinesiology to homeopathy, traditional therapy, talk therapy.
Everything's had its own little bit of help.
Everything has
Yeah.
had some benefit. And I liken healing to like peeling off layers of an onion.
Yeah.
And so everything I've tried has peeled back a layer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been different stages. You go to the depths of different layers. But definitely plant medicine and homeopathy have been the most important and produced the most deep, significant shifts.
Yeah. Explain a bit about that.
With the plant medicine, it really takes you into your subconscious mind and helps you face what's hidden in your shadow,
Right.
which you're not ready to see. So, when you meet someone and they're so unaware of their own behavior,
Yeah.
but you can see it so clearly.
Yeah.
So that's because they're in their shadow
Yeah.
about that behavior. Plant medicine is amazing
Yeah.
to see what's in that shadow. And I went to Peru and stayed with indigenous shamans in the Amazon jungle, and did ayahuasca for 2 weeks. That was a very, very transformative.
Yeah. I've heard quite a lot about
Can it?
Yeah.
I follow a guy called Julian Palmer.
Yep.
And goes all over the world collecting different herbs and testing all this sort of stuff. And he's
So ayahuasca, they say, is close to a near-death experience. Is that the one? Am I getting that right? As in, it completely takes you to a different
It can.
plane, sort of thing.
It can. It
Yeah.
depends on the person and the
Yeah.
dosage. It can.
Ash, one of our guests a couple of weeks ago, was saying he wanted to try it because he's Aboriginal descent. He's like, the plant medicine's big in their culture.
yeah.
Definitely.
He said the ayahuasca is like, it tracks you back through your whole life and tells you everything that you've been through, or it takes you forward in your life where you may end up. And it's
Yeah.
like that real, depending on how
Yeah.
where you're at the time you take
That's
it.
it. And for me, it took me into my shadow, and it made me pluck out every single thing that was hidden there.
And brush
Wow.
down.
Yeah, essentially, like in spiritual terms, they call it an ego death.
Yeah, I love that.
Which, I always thought, oh, that'd be so cool to experience that, but I did not go there with that intention. It was a really awesome
You're like,
surprise. I was like, oh,
okay, this
okay,
is
cool, that was cool.
now I know who I really am.
Yeah, and the homeopathy, so I'm a homeopath, and I wanted something like the plant medicine that would have the same kind of healing benefit, but was legal.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Yeah,
not prepared
yeah,
to go to jail. And so the homeopathy, we will make remedies out of ayahuasca,
Yeah.
out of mushrooms, but because it's so diluted,
It's not.
it's legal. And the more diluted it is, the more powerful it is. So it won't give you a trip, but it'll shift the energy. It'll
Yeah.
shift the trauma. It'll
Yeah.
shift the emotions. So it's really powerful.
Did you ever chat to the breathwork people? Have you ever done the breathwork?
Yeah, so we do it at the rehab. 9D breathwork in
Yeah, that's it.
particular is phenomenal
Yeah.
for trauma.
Yeah.
So the first time I did it, it was, I think, just before I went to Peru, and it really took me into the depths of my
Yeah.
abuse and cleared a lot of stuff. I've done other breath work. It shifts some stuff, but nothing like the 9D.
Yeah.
It's got to be the 9D for trauma. And I did one just a few weeks ago, and that was really cool as
Yeah.
well.
End up a
because
crying mess on the floor.
I did cry a little bit. One of my ex-colleagues, he was facilitating, and I gave him some remedies that were making him cry.
Yeah.
And so
He was so happy.
He was out to get me, and he was like, "I got your back, bitch. I made you cry."
That's not what we're here for.
I'm like, "We're even now." It's 9D breathwork's very powerful for people, and I see it with our guests, like at the rehab, and
Yeah.
it's pretty transformative.
Is there anything that didn't help?
Not that I can think of off the top of my mind, but what I always advise people, if you try something and it doesn't work for you, don't write the modality off. It's either perhaps not the right time or perhaps you haven't got the right practitioner for you.
Yeah.
So I always say try a few different practitioners. If it's still not right, park it and maybe in a few years come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What surprised you about yourself during that time, going through the deep changes
Well, my whole life has been like that.
Yeah.
So my healing journey's been over a 25-year period.
Yeah.
Even through the drug addiction, I was doing this kind of stuff. Because my older cousin that I lived with in Melbourne, he was very spiritual and into a lot of, out there different stuff. So I was doing this like at a young age.
Yeah, right.
And it's all been hard at different times, but like profoundly transformative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What surprised you most about sober life?
Sober life is very different. Like, it's not the the crazy. I think what surprised me the most is how much I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at the point now where there is nothing on this planet that would get me to go back to
Yeah.
What you were doing.
that. Yeah.
You've cleaned to that point now. Yeah.
And I just love being content with who I am and not needing to hide behind a substance. Yeah.
So what did you have to grieve once the numbing stopped?
Just the SA mainly, yeah.
Yeah, the essay, that was the last thing I had to grieve. I mean, over the years, I've had a lot of things to grieve. Most recently, I took a remedy. I've had another big healing shift recently. And that was sort of me letting go of this need of feeling like I have to prove myself, feeling like I have to become a somebody.
Yeah.
And I've really, that's just fallen away. And it's just another layer of now I really, really don't give a shit.
This is my current journey, is not having growth is failure. I'm trying to get out of that mindset of you don't always have to be trying to get to something. You can be just happy being here.
Yeah.
And, it's a very hard thing to learn.
Yeah.
For how I've been raised and all of my shit.
And that was really frightening to me, to be still.
Yeah.
Most people are scared of change. I was always scared of stillness.
Same.
So this is the first time in my life where I'm actually, I'm just so happy to be.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. So it's
I'm going to come and talk to
yeah.
you.
We'll find a remedy.
Let's get me there.
So how did your body and nervous system respond when calm replaced chaos?
Yeah, this is one that's still such a foreign concept. I think, because I have complex PTSD, I still have to work on regulating my nervous system.
That's, so much easier said than done.
It's so much easier said than done. I've come a long way, but if I'm honest, that's probably an area I still need to do more work on. I've always had anxiety. I do get stressed out easily. But I think it's sort of correlating to learning to be in the stillness.
Yeah.
I'm finding that, hang on a second, when I'm in the stillness, my nervous system is regulated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am feeling that calmness that I've never felt before.
Yeah.
So that's a new concept I'm working on.
Yeah. I struggle with rest. That's my big thing, is if I sit still, all I do is sit there and think about all of the things I should be doing, all the things I haven't got done yet, and I can't rest. My wife's always like, can you just sit down? I'm like, I can't. I literally can't. It feels painful to sit still. Yeah. Yeah. What was harder than you expected?
Oh, I had this mindset of life was hard for a very long time. What's been harder than expected is accepting that everything is working out for me. I was one of those people that was always waiting for everything to go wrong.
Yeah.
And that felt comfortable.
Yeah.
That was normal to me. So what's been hard is learning to trust that actually everything's always working out for me. Even in the moment, if it seems like an injustice, it's always a blessing in the long run.
Yeah.
You just have to wait for the hindsight to come and show you that. That's been hard.
What's the biggest myth people believe about sobriety?
Okay, this is going to be a little bit controversial.
Okay.
The biggest myth, particularly in the NA and AA circles, is that it's a disease that you've got forever. And I don't believe that. Now, I'm not saying that you can be cured, but what I am saying is that you can get to a point where you learn to love yourself so much that you don't want to hurt yourself in that way anymore. And it doesn't have to be your identity forever.
Yeah. I think my journey has been, I didn't like that version of myself. That's why I got sober. It was that I can easily have a drink, and I'm I still want to. The desire is still there, and you go to a party and everyone's having a drink. You're like, I'm gonna have one. No, I can't.
It's the fear of not being able to stop.
That was always my thing.
Yeah.
If I had one beer in the fridge, I'd have one beer. If I had 20, I'd have 20.
Yeah.
And if there was a bottle of wine as well, I'd have 20
Yeah.
and a bottle of wine. Like there was never anything left at the end of the
Yeah,
night.
we can't moderate.
Yeah.
And so
I think my ex was like that. She couldn't have alcohol in the house, but she would drink it.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, we can't moderate.
Yeah.
And we have to accept that.
Yeah.
She liked me because I had alcohol everywhere.
Well, she would have loved you. But, you know, I think it's really important. I see this with a lot of people that come through the rehab. Like, you know, there's one guy at the minute, he's really struggling at the thought of having to be in the NA rooms for the rest of his life. And I'm like, hang on a second. I'm like, you don't have to be. But
No,
right now,
There's a
it's,
different way too.
yeah,
And it's also that mindset of like you go there as the I need help.
yeah,
And then you get to that point where you're like, no, I can help.
yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, I'm going to go there now, not because I need the help, but because
I'm helping
I'm on
somebody
the
else.
other side of it now.
Yeah.
I can give back that little bit.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I just think it's important for people to know it doesn't have to be your identity forever.
Yeah. So we talked about what was the hardest. What was easier than you feared it would be?
For me, it was much harder for me giving up the drugs, but it was so easy for me to give up alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I think I gave up, I'd only ever attempted to stop alcohol once. I stopped for 6 months. And then I convinced myself I could moderate. And then when I faced, I think it was a month before I faced my abuse, I was like, I'd had a bender of a weekend. Things got really messy. And I was like, I'm done with alcohol because every time I have a drug relapse, it's because of alcohol.
Because I was drunk. like it's heated.
Lowered
It's like
inhibitions.
it's-
Lowers your defenses. Yeah.
It stuffs me up. And I went to an online, it wasn't AA, but it was something like that online for a month. And then I was like, yeah, I don't need that anymore. I'm done.
That's awesome.
And like, I've got alcohol in the house. I've got a whole cabinet full of it. I've never touched it and I have no desire to.
Good.
Good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
That's the biggest strength, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's there and you're not using it.
that's right. And that was surprising for me that it was that easy.
Yep. So healing is now central to your work. What
Yeah.
does healing actually mean to you?
I think healing for me is about facing all the parts of yourself that you hide from, that you run from, that you're scared to acknowledge, that you're scared to shine a light on. That's healing, because that's what sets you free.
Yeah. Once you're going to admit. Yeah.
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 No one can hurt you or hold anything over you
If you faced everything.
if you've faced everything.
I like that.
Yeah, you're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
So why you talk about working with the body and nervous system, not just willpower. Why is that so important?
Yeah, because I think, like, ultimately, I believe we're energetic beings. Emotions are powerful. And as children, we're taught to suppress our emotions. We're taught to hold them in the body. Like, if you look at children, right, they instinctively throw a tantrum and want to scream and want to get that
Yeah,
out of their
and
body.
roll around on the floor.
Yeah.
Every time
Yeah.
stop.
And we tell them to stop. So then they suppress it, right? So to me, I've watched a lot of people, and this is why I don't like traditional methods. They focus on the mind. They go to a therapist. Well, how the fuck's that going to help you when you've got trapped energy, trapped emotions in your body?
Yeah.
You don't address that, you're not going to have long-standing transformation.
So a couple of our friends are right into the breath work at the moment. They're in a lot of the bro science as well,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the peptides and all the rest of it. But they went away on a retreat and they were saying like they were doing the breath work and they were getting a really sore throat. And the instructor was like, well, what aren't you saying that you want to say?
That's it.
Like you're holding that there. Same as like Troy says with the boxing training that they do at Complete Health is, you know, like if someone's like angry and like, well, where are you feeling it? Like, where does it feel angry? Like your arms shaking, your heart feel tight, is something in your head? Like, where do you feel it? Because that can sort of explain where it's coming from. Like,
That's it, right?
there's so much more to learn to this that the human body is such a complex organism.
It really is. It's so powerful. Even like my dad had throat cancer. Now, he was SA'd as a child
Yeah.
and never spoke about it.
Yeah. So that's where,
So it's-
that's where the, yeah.
That's where the cancer formed.
Yeah.
Right? So I just think it's so powerful. The body does keep the score. And to me, like, we do have to address things from a holistic perspective of body, mind, and spirit. To me, spirit just represents the energy, the trapped emotions. That's what I've done. That's worked for me. And everyone I know that has had true transformation, not just superficial, has taken a holistic approach.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that's living a really good, true, free life that hasn't done a holistic approach.
See, now I didn't understand the term holistic for a long time. I thought it meant like herbs and spices and all like that.
No.
It's like, no, it's everything.
It just
You
means
need-
whole.
Yeah, you need to address everything.
Everything,
It's
yeah.
like it's
That's
the
all.
whole thing you need to fix,
Yeah.
not just the
Little
mind, not
slices
just
of
the
the
body.
pie.
Don't take medication because you need this for that. Like it's about where's it come from? Yeah, from ground up rebuild.
That's it.
Yeah.
It just means whole.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's gets lost in the use this just hippie crap type stuff
that's
sometimes.
Right.
Yeah,
Everyone says it's woo woo and
Yeah.
shit.
Can you walk us through the process of when somebody actually comes to you?
Yeah. So from the online coaching perspective, I will get them to fill out a form. And there's questions on there about the body, mind, spirit,
yeah,
about their trauma, about their family lineage, because often
You're right.
generational trauma is passed on through energy, but also environmentally in their upbringing. Diet can contribute. When we're eating a poor diet, it lowers our energy, lowers our vibration, and it contributes to feeling depressed. So I want to know about their diet.
yeah,
I want to know about their mental health. I want to know what have they done in the past. I want to know about their relationships. Like, are you in a toxic relationship?
Yeah.
Do you have recurring patterns with a partner or friendships?
And from that, you can break down what they need to start working on.
That's
Like,
it.
it's not a over the weekend type process. It's a long process, I'm guessing, yeah?
That's why I don't do one-on-one sessions. I sell coaching packages. The shortest one is 3 months.
yeah.
Then we have 6 months, then we have 12 months, because it takes time.
You've got to dig,
Yeah.
and you've got to be open to.
You've got to be open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What changes first when the healing is working?
So I like to address the energy component first. So I will typically work homeopathically first. Homeopathy will sometimes, quite often, make people feel worse before they get better. So if they have deep grief and I prescribe a remedy for deep grief, if they're having a day where they're bawling their eyes out, I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
we have the right remedy.
yeah. We're on the right track.
We're on the right track. And because
The trouble is with homeopathic stuff, it's not like a pill where you go, I've got a headache, I'm going to take 2 tablets and it's going to go away.
that's it.
Whereas this is like a build over time.
Yeah, it can take time. I mean,
Yeah.
but like, some remedies, people can take 1 dose and have a shift.
Yeah.
Other people might take 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
we sort of track that. But that to me is important to work on the energetic, the emotional
Yeah.
level first.
So what's a small powerful sign someone who's starting to heal?
I think when they have an epiphany about their own behaviour or a situation in their life that's been toxic, they have a realisation, oh my God, okay, I have actually allowed that person to treat me
Yeah.
in this way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's-
light bulb moment.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a light bulb moment. That's when I know we're on the right track.
Yep. So lived experience. How important is lived experience in your work? And
The work you do now.
there we
Yeah.
go. Thanks, Jeff.
It is very, very important. But what I will say is also equally important, because I see this a lot in the industry. We have a lot of people with lived experience who haven't done enough healing,
Okay.
and they're actually very dangerous. So it's super important to have lived experience, because we know things that no one can learn in a book. But you have to be at a level within your own healing journey where you're able to hold space for others, and your trauma isn't affecting how you're
yeah.
helping them.
That makes sense. Yeah, but I always think like when you go to a psychiatrist, if like Amber or I walked into a psychiatrist and there's a guy sitting there with his glasses and his nice freshly pressed suit, we're going to go, the fuck does this guy know about my
That's
life?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk in, you see, yourself or Troy or someone.
I've been to a person like that, and,
yeah,
and I never went back.
Yeah, and you're just like, okay, these guys have gone through the shit and
Yeah.
come out, so they're going to get me out.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. And look, there is a place for people that don't have lived experience.
Yeah.
But for me, they need to be working in a team environment with people who have
Yeah.
lived experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're good because they see things that we might be sort of too oblivious to.
Yep.
So they can be good for picking up on things like that. But when it comes to relating and connecting, as you say, like you're looking at someone with a clipboard going,
Yeah,
what the
dude.
fuck do you know about my life?"
Nice white coat. I'm going to go now. Yeah.
That's it.
So what do people struggling most often blame themselves for?
I think people that are struggling, they do tend to, in the addiction space, they're focused on the addiction as the issue.
Yeah.
And
It's deeper than that most of the time.
it's always deeper than that. Like, they may not have what we call a big trauma, but they will have a series of compounding little traumas.
Yeah.
There's always that behind it. And
Yeah.
it can be hard sometimes to get them to see that.
Yeah. I got sober and then 2 years later got diagnosed ADHD. So I've been like regulating my ADHD with alcohol since I was 12. Yeah, like most of my life. So
Yeah. And so ADHD is actually, it's a form of brain damage. And there's a lot of studies that link it to trauma.
yeah,
So
early, yeah,
which is quite an interesting.
Yeah, it is
correlation.
interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
What breaks your heart to see people carrying alone?
I think SA.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It is.
And that's because of your lived experience.
Yeah, but I see it so much. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, it is a silent epidemic.
Yeah,
So it's in the top 3 causes of addiction that I see in clinic. And the shame, the amount of people that are too scared to voice it. And I've had so many that have, like, I'm the first person they've ever told.
yeah.
And knowing how freeing it was for me to face it, I just wish that they could all know facing it is going to set you free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've had people confess it to me, feel comfortable talking to me about these type of things, and then say like, but when they tell their parents are like, no, that never happened.
It can happen.
Yeah,
They
and that's
dismiss
like-
it. Yep.
Well, okay, now what? Like they try and their parents are like, oh no, they would never do that.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm not making this shit up. Like,
Yeah.
you need to know. Yeah.
Does happen,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Some parents don't want
It's that whole
Generation thing?
holding it in and like not being allowed to talk about emotions. Yeah, our parents, we're all roughly the same age. Like our parents didn't teach us to,
Yeah.
you know, if you're not feeling happy, come and talk to me and we'll talk
That's
about
right.
it. Yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
you're sad, fucking go get happy.
Yeah.
Go and ride your bike.
Go ride your bike.
That's it.
And here we are riding bikes 40 years later.
So true.
Do you want to go ride bikes together?
Can you come out and play? So what gives you most hope in this work?
I'm very fortunate that I work in a holistic facility because we are seeing transformation
Yeah.
unlike traditional places. And we just had like this couple, they're young, early 20s, right? They don't have addiction or anything, but they've just come because they've realised they've got some childhood trauma
Yep.
and
Yeah.
they just want to be better people. And I was like, fuck,
That's so cool.
mind-boggling to me.
the
And
awareness of
the
people.
awareness,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
I think this younger generation are starting to recognise like how fucked up our generation
Yeah.
are.
I think so.
You know,
They better do a better job because
That's it.
we fucked it up.
that gives me great hope
Hmm.
for the future.
Yeah, that's
Watching
awesome.
that. Yeah.
good.
What do people come to you for help with the most?
I've always been one of those people that people come to me with all their
Yeah,
fucking problems, but I love it. I do.
I'm only a couple of steps behind you
That's
getting into
it.
this line of work.
So my mum always called it Dear Dorothy Dix.
Yeah,
It used to be like this thing in the new idea that you could
Yeah,
write
yeah,
to
yeah.
and get
Yeah.
advice from this woman. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, look, the top 3 things that I see is the mother wound as at number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is the father wound. Number 3 is SA.
yeah,
They're the top 3
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
people come to me for. But a lot of people come to me for relationship stuff and addiction.
got a long list of.
A long list.
My mates joke that I if I walk into a room with 20 people, I'll pull
when you
one
actually
out.
come on the podcast down there, where I asked if you were an empath, you actually take on a lot of the stress
Yeah.
from them as well. And you said, nah, phone.
Yeah,
No. So an empath is someone that learnt to be hypervigilant in their
Yeah.
childhood through trauma.
yeah,
And that was definitely me for a
Mm-hmm.
long time. And I call it climbing in the grave with people. And I climbed in the grave with people for a long, long time.
You can't fix them when you're down there with them.
That's right. Someone has to be on solid ground
Yeah.
to pull them up if they say, I'm ready to help myself.
Yeah.
yeah,
And so I've gotten really good at detaching. Well, number 1, I've gotten good at discernment of recognizing who's worthy of help. And if I see that they're not willing to help themselves, I instantly just
Yeah,
detach.
yeah.
I'm like, no,
No,
I'm
I'm
here.
not going to waste my time.
Yeah, like I'm here if you decide you want to help
Yeah, you
yourself.
need to help
but-
yourself. That's right.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with
Yeah.
people that aren't prepared to do the
more of a guiding hand, the rope dragging them along.
Yeah, and I do it with clients. I had a lady recently, you know, with my online coaching business. She's still in active addiction, which I've now put in a rule. If you're inactive, I'm not taking you on.
Yeah,
She was just not ready. And so like I'm not one to like just take her money.
yeah.
So I said, I'm sorry, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's not
have
going
to,
to. It's not going
This
to work.
this is not going to work
Yeah.
for you until
Yeah.
you're ready to do
until
it
you're
properly.
ready. I'm
Yeah.
here if you decide you're ready. But until then, there's no point.
I think that's what's kept me out of the work is learning that like I'm still too empathetic. I'm still at that point of like they're struggling, and if they're struggling, I go home and I'm struggling. Like, okay, fuck, this isn't how it's supposed to work. I wasn't sad before I started helping that person. Like now I'm fucked again.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's just a little sign that
Yeah.
it's probably a bit more inner work to do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
when
well
you
aware.
so when you look back at your life, what emotion stands out most?
Emotions, anger.
Yeah.
And go.
I was an angry person for a long time, and it's still my go-to emotion. Like if I'm frustrated, I get angry.
Yeah.
I just learned to deal with it in better ways now. I've got somatic release tools that I use to deal with that. But yeah, that's
Season pass to the Smash Room.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Have you been to a Smash Room? We should
I
make them a
haven't,
sponsor of the
but
show.
I-
We're looking
I
for
would
sponsors.
like that.
Monster
Yeah, yeah.
energy
Yeah.
drink would be a good one.
That'd be terrible.
fun.
Please don't get me more Monster. I'm propping up the Western suburb sales as it is.
We need to decrease.
Yeah, just a little. What would you say to someone who feels stuck in the version of themselves they've outgrown?
I think you have to accept that you're no longer that person and get very comfortable with letting go of anyone and anything that keeps you stuck in that old version. Yeah. I'm watching that now with one of our residents who it's his second time in. And when he relapsed, he realized, oh, I don't even like these people. I'm actually having, his words to me, excuse my French, was, I had to pretend to be a cunt just to get along with them. He's like, oh, I'm actually a nice person. I
Yeah,
don't fit in with them. I'm
yeah.
like, you are a nice person. So you need to accept that.
Yeah.
They're not your people.
Yeah.
Let them go, move on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. You surround yourself with bad people. Bad
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah. Very true. So I think that's my number one advice in life, actually, is like if you're someone that's doing a lot of growing work, get comfortable letting go of people.
Yeah.
If they're going to hold you back, just cut them loose.
Yeah, so they're going to accept that you're on a different journey now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's it.
Before we wrap up, if people listening out there are resonating with your story, how can they get in contact with you? I know I'm going to put a link up right here with your Facebook.
Beautiful.
StaceySellersCoaching.com.au.
Yeah. So Instagram is Stacey Sellars Coaching.
Yep.
TikTok, Stacey Sellars Coaching. Or you can email me at info@staceysellarscoaching.com. Yep.
What kind of work are you focusing on right now?
I really want to get more into my homeopathy.
Yep.
I'm actually doing like an advanced practitioner's course at the moment. And I'm learning how to make remedies, which is something that most
Cool.
homeopaths don't get taught. So I just had a weekend away in the Blue Mountains.
Oh.
And yeah, so that's something I'm really focusing on at the moment. It makes my heart sing.
That's awesome. I love that.
It's good making lotions and oils and that
No,
type of
just
stuff.
remedies like,
Oh, it's something to drink.
yep. It's
Knock
just,
it down, babe.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. You take it via mouth and yeah, it's life change. It's changed my life. And every person I treat, I see.
How many remedies a day are you on?
I try not to do any more than about 4 at once.
You're just like in the morning,
Yeah,
like,
my whole
this
house.
is getting ridiculous.
My whole house is covered in them, and
Yeah.
you know, this trip that I just had in the Blue Mountains, like we all swapped remedies. So I actually came home with like over 200 remedies.
Oh, wow.
I've got a big collection.
You're into crystals?
I love crystals.
So have you been to the one in Nimbin, the
Nimbin?
Crystal Castle, I believe it's called, with a massive amethyst
oh
and
no, I haven't been there.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's a huge big garden you go walking through.
Yeah, sounds beautiful.
A lot of expanded minds walking around.
Nimbin, yeah.
I was going to say, that's a bit of a hippie.
Yeah.
I should go there.
The hippie rebel, I like that.
Yeah, always a hippie at heart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything that you'd like to share or promote or invite people to explore?
I would just like to invite people to explore their shadow.
Yep.
Like start getting real with yourself. Start watching when someone triggers you. If someone says something you don't like, it's not really that they've said something that's wrong. It's because there's
Yeah,
something
why,
you...
why did that resonate with you?
Yeah, why
Keep
is
a
it-
mental note.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. And just get brave to
And go,
look
hang on,
within.
this is triggering me.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
I can say this to you and you'll probably roll your eyes, but I use my ChatGPT for
Yeah.
everything.
So do
Any random thought I have, I
Yep.
put it in there. I'm like, remember that. And at the end of the week, I'm like, all right, so what was going on this week. Like, why the hell was I so sad by the end of the week? And it'll break down everything you've sort of put in there and what's happened. Like, did you get enough sleep? Did you drink enough water? Like the basic things that you don't even really think about in the moment.
Yeah.
But sleep is a big one for me.
It is. And I'm not rolling my eyes at that because myself and one of the leading therapists at the rehab, her and I are completely hooked on ChatGPT.
Oh, it's incredible.
And we use it for therapy ourselves. It helps me build stuff for my coaching sessions. It's a phenomenal tool.
I love it because I can literally put in 10 pages of information and it'll spit back something. It just makes it make sense.
Yeah.
Because ADHD, my brain's doing 10,000 things at once every day. I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. This is where I need to get to. Show me how to get there. It's like, bang, 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 here's the steps.
ChatGPT's helping me make the world's fastest rocket 3.
Different uses, different times.
So we started off as a motorcycle-based podcast, and we always ask all our guests, so what does Twist the Throttle mean to you? Not the
podcast, but the term.
The term Twist the Throttle.
It's hard when somebody's not a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no,
Kick that pedal.
Twist the Throttle to me is like twist the throttle on your own life. Like, go do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. Don't waste it. Don't waste your life away being miserable.
And it's never too late to make a change.
Yeah,
Because you're never going to go anywhere unless you twist it just a little bit to get you going.
that's right. You got to twist it to get some movement.
Yeah. Is there anything you wanted to discuss we didn't cover, or anything you thought we would talk about that we didn't get into?
No, I didn't have any
nothing,
preconceived ideas.
nothing extra.
No, I'm always like, oh, I'll just go with the flow.
Oh,
I think it was really good.
Yeah.
We had a good chat.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did, absolutely.
Hopefully somebody resonates with what's going on and
Yeah.
finds your service.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come and see us. It's public holiday day today, so getting out of here was a bit of a pain in the ass.
Hopefully traffic on the way
Alright.
home's all right.
Going home's going to suck for you.
I think they're all coming.
They're
Yeah.
probably coming back this week.
That's
but
it. So it should be all right. But
Oh,
thank
good.
you very much for having
No,
me. guys.
appreciate
It's
it.
great
Thank you.
to talk to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Too easy. Thanks for riding with us today on Twist the Throttle. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Remember, no matter how tough the road gets, you're never riding alone. Stay safe, stay open, and catch you on the next ride. Keep that throttle twisted.